on these hard floors. A little bit of a background. Before I applied these test substances, I actually sprayed down a little bit of moisture. The reason I did that is because that's kind of what real life is like. Sometimes you get a little spill, a little bit of this and that, a little bit of moisture just from the air, and sometimes it makes fine dust stick to the floor. Now, the reason this is important is because when you're using your hard floor brush, okay, with the bristles down, what this is doing is actually touching the floor. So it has the ability to kind of loosen up some of this stuff. So with the contact on the floor, it helps loosen some stuck down things. So you see all of the fine sand and the stuck down stuff came up. All of the heavy painted sand came up. And of course, some of that furry stuff came up. You will see a little bit of it is going to get stuck in the brushes. That's okay. Theoretically, you could take the vacuum and kind of clean this out. But so this, in hard floor mode, did wonderful on the hard floor. The electric power nozzle, although it got a good amount of stuff, you could certainly hear it going up into the vacuum cleaner. It did miss a lot. Even on the very lowest setting, it still is not touching the floor. So even though it got the actual particles up, some of the sandy residue-y stuff, as you can see here, wasn't touching. It didn't get it. Got up the painted sand, and it got up most of the pet hair. The only thing, again, I did spray some moisture to make it kind of stick. So as you see down here, there is still some residue here. Here we are at the last installment of our demonstration, and we're back on the carpet again. But there's something different about it this time. Instead of the regular carpet we had before, that black Miele carpet, that's a pretty good representation of the average, you know, household carpet. It's a cut pile. It's about medium length, very smooth. What we have on top here is actually a sample that a customer gave to us, something that they installed recently. It is a beautiful, silky cut pile. The nap is about, I don't know, 3/4 of an inch long, but it's very silky, a little bit shaggy, okay? It's not packed and dense, so there's some movement to the fiber. And the reason this is a great demonstration is because what they had at home was a Miele S8 with this exact turbo nozzle. Now this was fine for the little throw rugs they had before, but once they installed this, the nap was so long that this tool would no longer work. A turbo tool, again just air driven, is designed for very low pile carpeting, just a minimal amount. It does better than just basic surface cleaning, but it doesn't have the torque and the ability to power through thicker, tougher nap like this. So I'm going to show you what happens when we do try to vacuum with this. Versus what happens with this electric power nozzle. Now they did end up getting a power nozzle like this to vacuum this very carpet, but what happens is that they need to adjust it up with this pedal as you see. Okay, they use it on about 4 or 5, which is higher, and literally what that does is give the nozzle clearance, okay, and it allows this fiber to go up into the suction channel and so that it doesn't wrap around the brush quite so much. So what that does is it puts less drag on the vacuum, less pulling on the carpet fiber, because you just want to graze the surface of it. You don't want to dig deep down in there and rip it apart. So I'm going to show you how these all work. For the heck of it, I am going to use just the straight suction air tool on this just so you can see. And again, I have the same surface substances as before: fine sand, medium heavy painted sand, and then K-Puck pet fur type stuff on the back end near you. Okay, again, with my S8 Kona on high suction. Too hard to push. We need to reduce our suction. That's a little better. Okay. Okay. Let's try the turbo. I'm going to leave this on a lower suction. Notice how the brush has stopped. Trying to raise the suction back up, can't push. I'm going to try giving it a little bit of an air gap. struggling a little bit. Okay, that's on level 4. Listen to the difference. Aha! See that? On level 2, too much strain and the power nozzle shut off. Okay? This is the problem they were having. Let's turn this back up a little bit. Reset. That's better. Okay. So there you have it. Obviously you got the deepest clean with the greatest ease with the electric power nozzle on this thick carpet. We did okay, but we had quite a struggle with this turbo tool on this thick carpet. And we just did barely any surface cleaning with this tool on this type of carpet. And again, if this were very, very thick, fluffy flocati or something very, very delicate, you'd have no choice but to use a tool like this so that you don't cause any damage or pull up the fiber of the carpet. But just note, it's just going to glide, surface clean. You'd have to go back a little bit more back and forth and just kind of massage to get a deeper clean and pull up more of this sandy stuff that's left behind. All right, I hope that made sense, and I hope you've enjoyed the show. Well, I sure hope you folks have had fun and learned a lot from this demonstration. I had a great time doing it, and I really hope you have a better understanding of the Miele Canister vacuums and how their different tools are intended to work on different types of carpeting, on hard floors. I hope you understand better their strengths and their weaknesses so that you can better pick which canister vacuum will be right for your house. I know that still may seem like a tough deal. You know, there are over a dozen different Mieles to choose from. But do your homework. That's the best place to start. Take a really careful inventory of your home. What types of floors you have, what types of carpet you have, area carpets, wall to wall, what types of carpets those are. You can use this tool. You'll find this on our website or in our store. It's a quick questionnaire, goes over your preferences, but at the bottom here you'll see a whole section based on what types of flooring you have and other things of note. That will help us match you up with the right package of tools and therefore the right model Miele. We have tools like this, which we'll soon have on our website and in other places. Just a quick little flow chart to show you the different types of vacuums, straight suction canisters versus power team canister vacuums, the type of tool, what they're called, what they look like, the appropriate surfaces said they're for, their strengths and weaknesses. Again, combination, turbo, air-driven. We have small power nozzles and the large power nozzle like we use today that adjust to many different levels. Okay, so if you ever have any questions, feel free to give us a holler, visit our website, or of course, stop into either our Red Bank or Neptune City, New Jersey location and visit one of us and talk over what your needs are. We want you to feel comfortable, we want you to feel empowered and know what you're getting into so that you can clean your house the best it can be, as easy as possible, fast, efficient, and obviously cost-effective too. That's what we're here for. So thank you guys so much. Visit queenvacuum.com. Visit the rest of the videos on our YouTube channel. Check us out on Facebook. Thanks so much, guys, and have a great day.